to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves in this truth. It's your brother Kazak back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Right? And just hit the button. You know what I'm saying? 1 second. It's necessary, you know, a couple thoughts on my mind. Necessary to stay in the spirit and to fast and to pray. You know, because we can't, at the end of the day, man, we just got to trust. Just to trust in the Lord, right? Understanding the vulnerable position that we in is humbling, you know, and I think that's a key thing. And just coming through the spirit. So I'm gonna go trust. Let's get a couple on that. Right. Psalms 2:12. Kiss the Son, right? Lest he be angry. Who's the Son? That's Yahawashi. Okay? So we got to trust in Yahawashi. Trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Their order. It's really trusting in that order. Trusting in the understanding. Trusting in the breakdowns. Trusting in that the work that we putting in is not for vain. You know? And ye perish from the way wherein when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So you're going to be blessed if you put your trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You're going to be cursed if you don't, if you do the opposite. Right? Those that hate the law love death. Those that love the law, right? You love that lamp. You love to get up out of the darkness, up out of the wilderness, up out of this place of vulnerability to a place of protection, to a place where it's strong walls. Understanding that, scripture say, rule over your spirit. You know, and if you don't, then you like a city which you got broken walls. Your defenses is down. So what are demons? A lot of the times they jumping on emotions. They jumping on your flesh. They jumping on what you feeling at the time. When that shit ain't even gonna matter next week, man. It ain't gonna matter next month. It ain't gonna matter next year. You gonna look back, think about it, and laugh. You remember when I was mad at you about, you know? It's like you really gotta chop it up. Like, man, it's the flesh. It's the flesh. It's the flesh. It's the flesh. And don't let the flesh get to you. Don't let it overcome you. Don't let it take you over. Don't let it destroy you, and don't let it cause you to do, you know, just moving in a hasteful spirit. Like, that's a child running around, stumping their toe, tripping, falling, getting scraped up, scratched up, because they don't know no better. They don't know how to walk around and be diligent and pay attention and observe, right? They're just running a house and don't even know what's going on in it. So we can't be in those child, like, let's get that, man. Those childlike minds. Especially when we further in this truth. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. Let me see, I gotta find it. But loosely quoting that scripture, if I can't find it, is when I was a child, I spoke as a child. So your ways have to change. When you come into the new man, you are totally, you're gonna be different. You're gonna prove yourself to be a better individual, better habits, better ways. So you're not letting your emotions rule over you. You know, especially when you come into this truth, and let's say you run into some ex chick, and she used to do this to get to your nerves, but it don't even get you no more. Because you understand why she like that, curses. Why she like that? Because she wicked. The stuff that she takes in, all right? So this world ain't gonna be able to get to us like that. That's why it says the elect we're not gonna be deceived, so we're not gonna fall, we're not gullible. You don't supposed to be just falling to every which and way. Oh, look at that, oh, look at this, oh, look at that. No, man, like a kid in the candy store. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. You ain't having no rule over your spirit. You know? So we got to trust in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We don't want nothing in this world. We want Yahawashi to come back. And then everything after that, that's when we get what we need. That's when we get what we truly desire, if we in the right mindset. You know? And I can't find it, but it's all good. And matter of fact, a precept to that basically is just walking in that new man. Right? Colossians 3:10, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. And that image, that's the likeness. So you put on that new man, you're moving in the likeness of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And how do you do that? By keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes, by acting accordingly, by acting right. Right? So you're not on that old person that you was. That's no longer you. You done changed, you done leveled up. You done upgraded yourself spiritually. Yeah, you might not upgrade financially or none of that. That shit don't even matter. Because spiritually and mentally, when you understand that, hey, it is what it is. We're supposed to be in captivity at this point in time. Right? Barak 2:30. Right? We turning back. We seeking Yahawah. We thinking upon his name. So we understand. You actually getting the mysteries revealed to you when you come through the scriptures. When you filter everything through the scriptures, as a man, Elder Mwatches, I'll say, man, filter things through the scriptures. Right? So you can't be looking at things with a worldly mind, a carnal mind, like, damn, why this happened to me? Or why that happened? No, you gotta look at it spiritually. Like, okay, this happened to me. Okay, I'm being refined. I'm being clean. I'm getting these impurities out of me. I'm getting these flaws up out of me. It's making me a better individual. So that's that new man. You don't just go into that new man. You don't just go from the old you to the new you overnight. No, it ain't no overnight celebrity. Okay? So it's going to take some time. That's why the scriptures say, in wrath, remember mercy. Because you got to remember how, shoot, the things that I say, man, most brothers come into this thing with that zeal, that on fire, like that rebuking, that, you know what I'm saying? But then over time, right, we calm down. We learn to live peaceably with all men. Because when you learn the truth, and you're going to hate this place, and you still going to hate it at the end of the day. But you're going to learn how to deal with it more so, and you're going to learn just to stay out of the way. Because it's about, like going back to the analogy with a child, it's about controlling that zeal and moving with it. Yeah, you can have a zeal on fire, right? But know when to use it and know when to chill. It's like know when to hold them, know when to fold them, right? Shoot, watch them old Clint Eastwood movies. He knew when to fight and when to talk it out and when to do this. He could be the best gunslinger in the West. But it's somebody out there that, hey, it just take one bullet, right? And that's why we ain't in no militia-ass spirit going at Esau, man. We fight spiritually. And we know we got to wait coming to this thing. And you realize, man, it's this right here, an inheritance waiting on you. That right there is major, man. That is, you know, beyond anything that this world could give you. Revelations 1:5. And have made us kings and priests unto power, right? And his Father, to him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So, kings and priests. Are we kings right now? No. Do we have rulership? Do we have dominion? No. So it's letting you know you have to wait. Are we priests? Yes. Right? Brothers that's keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes. Right? We keeping the holy days. We keeping in the Passat. You know? Me personally, I do the Passat with my family at home. And we read it. We read everything we're supposed to do and do it the correct way. You know? and we keep the Shabbat, we keep these things right, because we are rehearsing the righteous acts according to Judges 5 and 11. So we are rehearsing being priests and walking in that act, walking in that line, right? So that's half of that, but it's not on a full scale, because once we get in the kingdom, this whole place will shut down on the Shabbat, and things will be done right, things will be done accordingly. You know, this whole planet, right? It ain't gonna be no more, none of that. It's actually gonna be a true planet under Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And these heathens ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. It ain't gonna be no more Buddha. It ain't gonna be no more large Shiva. We ain't gonna see no more Jata, dreads. We ain't gonna see no more of our people in a lost state and foolishness, right? Man, I went to GameStop today, and this dude out there, young Jay, probably like 19, 20. I got my boys with me, and he gonna ask me, "Hey, bro, you smoke?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm with my kids." I literally said, "Dude, I'm with my kids. Like, what's wrong with you? You just selling to anybody. Just wicked. Jake is in that just foolish, dumb spirit, man. No respect, no type of manner or nothing. They don't got what they not courteous or nothing, man. That's why I'm like, when people be like, man, why is Yahawah gonna do everything to these? Because they deserve it. They have lost their way, and they're at a point of damn near no return unless Yahawah wants to pull you. They ain't coming back, man. You know, they gotta come back through reincarnation, man, reproduction. All right, so that king part, we should be kings and priests. We will have rulership. We will have lands. We will have subjects. We will have servants. We will have resources. All right, being a king is what? It's that power. Brothers is gonna have power. Brothers is gonna have, you know, a kingdom. A king has a kingdom. So that right there, you look and be like, my king is my house. That my kingdom is my house. And that ain't it. That's what you have authority over at this point in time. But for the wacky tech Christians to say we in the new covenant and shit like that, they obviously are. They bug the fuck out. Alright? You're not no king and priest right now. You have to teach your brother. If you in the new covenant, then why are you going up and teaching? Jeremiah 31st chapter said you don't got to teach your neighbor. So that lets you know they don't have it. They don't have that understanding. They're not there. It's not given to them. You know? So keeping it going, because I know I'm going to lose signal in about 10 minutes. Alright? Well, hopefully I don't. But kings and priests, that's promised. And that's an inheritance. That's what we have to wait for. Let's say you a kid and you got an inheritance and you get to touch it when you're 18. Alright? You don't just get it if you was bullshitting, if you was doing this. It might be stipulations on it. You got to go to college. You got to go to high school. You got to graduate from high school. You might have to go to college. You touch it when you're like 23, 24. You got to graduate from college, bachelor's degree and all of that. It's stipulations. The same with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You got to put in this work by works and by faith, right? That's how we will escape, according to second Esdras, man. So by works and by faith, it's things that come with this, qualifications. You ain't just gonna get it because you're an Israelite. Okay, you're an Israelite. Okay, great. Let's clap for that. But what are you doing with it? What are you doing with the knowledge? Yahawashi has given you a talent, a token, and you got to go and make it double. You got to make it work. Or you just gonna sit on it. You just gonna sit on it. You can't just sit on the knowledge. That's not it, man. Alright? Let's keep going. Let's get another precept. Let's go to Psalms. I want to speak on the inheritance more so. Psalms 47 chapter starting at the top. Oh, clap your hands, all ye people, shout unto Yahawah with the voice of triumph. For Yahawah Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet. What nations is those? That's those 17 other nations that's not Israel, not Yasharahla, all right, not the princes of the power, the sons of God. That's these other nations. He told King David he would give them the heathen as an inheritance. So that's part of our inheritance. That's a reward. But yeah, wacky tacky Christians, they think slavery is a crime. Slavery's all throughout the Bible. It's always going to be slaves and servants on this planet. All right? So, you got to lose that Western mindset. All right? Aren't we serving somebody? I'm going to the plantation right now and going to work 8 hours for Esau, building up his planes, building up his garrison, working on his weapons, right? So I'm serving. I have to do that because what? Money is a defense. I got to feed my family, right? So, hey, it's always a form of servitude, a form of slavery going on this planet, at the end of the day. Verse 4, he shall choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob, whom he loved. Salah. Yahawah is going out with a shout. Yahawah with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to Yahawah. Sing praises unto our King. Sing praises. For power is the King of all the earth. Sing ye praises with understanding. Power reigneth over the heathen. Power sitteth upon the throne of his holiness. The princes of the people are gathered together, even the people of the power of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong unto power. He is greatly exalted. Who serves the power of Abraham? Israelites. Alright? No other nation. If they do, then why they go back to serving Buddha? Why they go back to serving Hinduism? Why they go back to serving all these false gods that they love? The Romans don't go back to Yahawah. That's who ruling right now. They go back to freaking, what's the name, man? Zeus, alright, Poseidon, all of these clowns, Apollo, alright, Athena, whatever it be. That's who they was worshiping. Alright, they never knew Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And when these nations did know Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, they would only know his name by Al-Shadra, demon-like powers. Alright, they didn't know him, they didn't know the laws, commandments, and statutes. The book was not in their lands. The book was in our lands, always. So you can't go and put these people under the law when they was never placed under the law. How they gonna keep it? They never was under it. They don't know not to eat pork. They never not did that. They always did that. They always ate pork. They always ate alligator. They always ate, just abominable things because it's not in their nature. So for somebody that's trying to, John 3:16, you don't understand the etymology of the word world. And you don't understand who that conversation was between. Okay? At the end of the day, man. And I just hit the button. I'm just flowing. But that inheritance includes the heathen. It includes slaves. It includes servants. That's true rulership. You can't be a king and not have servants. It's like the Christians want to be kings and priests, but not have no servants. How the fuck is you a king? You don't got no power. You're just a king with a kingdom and nobody subjective to you, right? Come on, man. It's like they hate the bitter part of the scriptures. Yahawashi robe dipped in blood. They hate that. They don't want to talk about that. Like the king is not coming back to play around with anybody. That's letting you know he's coming back with violence. The book of Daniel will say, we shall take the kingdom.